Hello everyone, it's Liam Carlson here. It's time for another adventure into Brooklyn Nine-Nine as we are doing episodes number 5 and 6 of season 7. As we kind of were left on a bit of a cliffhanger with the last episode as we embraced the Jimmy Jam games once again. It's been a while since we had the Jimmy Jam games. So yeah, Jake standing tall after him and Hitchcock got a bit competitive, of course. Stakes were definitely high. But we had Debbie. I don't know if it was inspiration from Charles or if it was, down to, something, a hidden agenda. But she, I think it was more so the former, but she, managed to steal some stuff from the evidence room. So that's obviously going to be a bit of a big talking point coming into this episode because, that stuff doesn't really fly under the radar, does it? So, yeah. But I am very intrigued to follow, this story in regards to what is up with Debbie and all of that. Like I said, I think it might have been more so, I can do anything. I can climb Mount Everest, no prep needed. And obviously you'll get a bit ahead of yourself, should I say. And this seems to be the of what Debbie is doing, so yeah, but like I said, I am excited to see how things will go with these two episodes. So why don't we get into episode number 5, season 7 for Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Let's go.
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, well, you just got here, right?
Right. I need you to find whoever did this and kill them.
Ah!
So they're dead.
So they're dead!
Bonkers morning. When is the handoff? Yes, I'm alone in the ladies' room. No one.
No,
can
yeah,
hear me.
sure,
Okay,
sure,
so I know something,
sure.
but you can't ask how I
No!
Debbie took the coke and the guns.
Yeah,
right?
she knows Debbie.
Acting super suspicious.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they had a bit of an idea as well. But I think Hitchcock just, of course, being a creep as usual, it's the cherry on top.
Cheese, baking soda for sure, French vanilla creamer, ooh, orange chicken.
Debbie!
Oh my god, was that Scully?
Damn, Scully!
I was planning on eating that orange chicken later.
Is that why you took her down? Do you even
Yeah.
know about the missing cocaine?
Cocaine?
So you don't know where Debbie. Tell me why you did it.
Because I need my drugs. I'm a big-time drug girl.
Debbie,
can't keep
I don't
lying,
think that's
Debbie.
true. I think Silvio Nucci forced you to do this against your will.
Nucci?
Who's Nucci? What a crazy name!
I was in ballet school and there was so much pressure to be perfect all the time that I just snapped. If I hadn't been underage, I would have gone to prison.
It's all the more reason you should have sympathy for Debbie and understand why she could use our help.
Maybe there's a
Nobody
big
helped me.
amount of
That police
pressure.
kicked me out of the house and told me I was on my own.
I'm so sorry you had to go through all that alone, Rosa.
No, it was a good thing. I had to face my mistakes.
Rosa's on Nucci's payroll too. She's getting us out of here.
Debbie, trunk, now.
Sorry, it's a little tight in there.
Oh, I'm not picky. I don't need light or oxygen. I'm kind of like a low-maintenance
Oh
plant.
my
Ooh,
God.
Like a succulent.
That's
My
great,
mom
Debbie, but
always
the trunk
said
is
that.
closing on itself. It's definitely not me slamming it.
Just,
So you guys
and
are
then
gonna
you'll
stay
hear
here
her
with me?
muffled in
She
the
thought we could help
back.
you guys.
Really sick, and he needed this expensive experimental surgery. What about you
there
guys?
we go.
How did he turn you?
Well, I've been dirty long before Nucci came onto the scene. I do a ton of coke. They call me Mr. Springtime because of how fast I make the snow disappear.
Oh my god.
I've never even had any.
How long have you been waiting
I
to
guess
use
people
that?
Do call
Smart and so pretty, and she makes me feel good about the world and my place in it, and she smells like...
Yeah,
We've all
you're getting
smelled
ahead of
those. Let's
yourself
go
about
outside.
your wife there, Jake.
Hey, you know that was undercover Jake talking in there, right?
Relax, man.
So you're not going to tell Amy what I said?
Oh, no, I definitely am. I'm saying relax because there's no way you can stop me.
Damn it. Could you at least text the 99 and tell him? Sarah apologized to a chair after bumping into it. Trust me.
That's it.
We are
She's
not going
not
to have any problems with
Dirty,
Debbie.
I feel.
Jake, guess what? You made cookies
Oh,
sound
no.
so cool. I decided to try it, but I didn't want to overdo it, so I only did like a tiny little toot. Then I didn't feel anything, so I did like a little bit more. And I still
Oh,
didn't feel
no,
anything,
Debbie
so I
on
did a lot
coke.
more, and then I felt
Debbie-
it. Like, I really felt it.
I tested at 800 WPM.
That's pathetic.
No
I tested at
way.
802.
That's pretty
No
close to
way.
No, 802 is incredible. She pwned me. I read the entire
She
Urban
pwned.
Dictionary so I could converse with the other uniformed officers. Finished it in 47 minutes.
I've never been so attracted to a gay man before. And I
Oh
dated several in college.
So we have a... These old-ass eyes will be reading your tombstone, son.
Oh,
We needed more light in this place. Now I can finally
scene
think.
was
The ideas
just
are, like,
peak.
flowing out of.
Shy, say what you would do to international sex symbol Mr. Bean's body.
Fine. I would take a very large glass. Let himself out.
Debbie.
Wow. I just have one quick note. Mr. Bean never
Oh my god!
begged for mercy. That's it.
Debbie Fogel, you are under arrest.
What? Oh my God, are you not really dirty?
No. And I'll be taking that gun.
Hiya!
Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna come in.
So the women's gym.
but that's the coke as well.
Superpowers. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Have her stink to me. Don't think about it, just say it.
Bad mayo, 3-day-old macaroni salad.
Okay, I buy it. I
Holy
trust you.
shit, Jake!
Why'd you do that?
Rosa probably told the 99 that you're corrupt and they could use your phone to track us to the new drop site.
Oh, right. Smart.
Okay,
Hey, should I
well-
drive? You know that.
Anything. I'm taking my time and reading deliberately.
Slow and
You know what they
steady.
say. Slow and steady wins the race.
Classic reg reader bullcrap.
What are you gonna say next? That you read to relax?
Wow. Wait. He's not having it.
Of course, you look exactly like Perdita.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
No way. He's not. No way. She's trying to get him to kiss her.
Hey, Debbie, will you hand me your phone so I can...
Fingers slipping all over the page. Nice try. I'm not falling for any of your tricks.
Oh, but you already have. While you were waggling your finger in the air, I've been reading all this time out of the corner of my eye.
Damn it!
Why are you doing this, Deborah Lynn?
Because you're being
Holy
so
dang,
mean, Mom.
Holt.
Also, I know that if I didn't tell you.
So, listen, babe.
Yes, babe.
I was thinking
About what, babe?
that we...
Go on, babe.
Oh, you
Oh
really latched onto
no.
the
Oh
babe.
no.
I
Can we
love
drop the?
it.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
anyways,
Drop the
I was
babe.
just gonna say that, you know, once we're done with this big score, we're gonna need a place to hide out, somewhere where the cops could never find us.
Ooh, like
This is
Epcot.
too.
Yes, Epcot is
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's
Epcot.
exactly what...
God, this is happening.
Come here.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh.
Babe.
Well, we tried.
Debbie, what's...
Yeah, I know that. I've obviously thought all of this through.
Yeah,
and
sure. We can
it's
see
all
it.
is going according to my plans. I'm sorry, I just started trembling and I accidentally.
Debbie,
Yeah. She's trying to put on a cover, but it's we
I
can
just talked to
obviously
the manager
see.
at the hotel.
Married 3 times.
To Horace Mills.
Then Frank Yelter.
And then James Fogel.
She goes grocery shopping on Tuesdays.
Water aerobics on Wednesdays.
Book club
Poor
on
Charles.
Fridays.
He
She drinks too much
tried.
wine.
Always a Pinot Grigio.
Always from Napa.
The race. Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, what if I just
For cat.
Feline Cruise Line?
You know what? You're not my daughter anymore.
What?
Oh.
What are you saying?
You have embarrassed me and the family for the last time. I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Shut up, Margaret.
Damn. Oh damn. She.
Always
Yeah.
pointing out my flaws. Done.
What?
Been nice to me. I wish they would have told me I'd made a mistake, but that they still love me, and that they would help me try to figure it out. Would have saved me a lot of pain. Debbie, you have made some really bad choices today.
Really bad.
You look,
You
Margaret.
are
I
not.
have 2 friends.
What the hell is this?
Drop your weapons.
No way. You drop your weapons.
Ah, shoot. I mean, surely they should have seen that coming, but they should have seen this coming as well.
It was a big mistake.
What do you mean by...
Oh, yes! Yes!
Debbie, that was amazing. Thanks. By the way, Jake thinks you smell like.
No!
That's weird. I don't know. I will probably play a lot better then. So, hey, one more thing. We can never let anyone know that we got beat up by Debbie Fogel.
Agreed.
Take it to the grave?
To the grave.
This conversation never happened.
I don't even know
I thought
who you
we were
are.
gonna have a
That's
deep
why you took it too
talk.
far.
It's a weird thing for a stranger to say. Bye.
No, I thought like after what Rosa's just said as well, I thought we were gonna have a moment. No, we just cannot let that slide. Debbie beat us up. It's not happening. It's not happening. Oh man. So at least we got a little bit of information in regards to in terms of Debbie, because obviously that ending was very, very suspicious. You were thinking, oh, is she? Because I think the reason why I said, oh, it was a facade all along was, you know, Greatest Showman, and you know, she performed the Greatest Show. You know, I was trying to connect things, trying to use my brain. You know, Greatest Show, she performed a really, really great act. So yeah. Oh, I just froze a bit there, so yeah. But you know, that's why I had that feeling in the last episode, because of the fact that, well, it would be very it would be very interesting if that act was all if that personality was all an action. I say, kind of like Professor Quirrell, I think it was in Harry Potter 1. The stuttery, and he was like, oh. Yeah, it was all an act because I'm working with Voldemort. So spoilers. So, yeah, but well, at least we got some information in regards to Debbie. So yeah. Obviously, that will be the end of her, I guess, in terms of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But it was really, really great as well that, we were able to help her out as well. And the fact that she wasn't exactly dodgy. She, of course, did have someone essentially pointing a gun to her back, and then he got beat up. But of course, in the term of, well, she really had no choice, really. It was interesting with what Rosa had to say. She's a full-grown adult. She made a choice, etc. But obviously, she was she was in a very, like, she was easily suggestible and all of that. So and yeah. She thought this was a great way to help her dad, so yeah. So yeah. It was just really great. I just really love the way that Debbie just instantly took down anyone who came who posed as a threat, really. Because obviously Rosa tried, and then Debbie took her down, and then of course she later and essentially took down Silvio Nucci, and yeah, that was great. Like, oh no, you touched her. So yeah, it was just really, really great. I also loved the B plot as well, though. I just really loved both Holt and Amy basically in this little speed reading competition. It was just really great. Like, what I really loved was not just how competitive they got initially when it came to them proposing the challenge. I can do 800 words, I can do 802, and yeah, just yeah. With Amy saying, I've never been more attracted to a gay person in my life, and I've dated several of them in college, I think it was. So yeah, or high school, whatever works. It was just really great. So, and that scene just had me giggling so much, just with how funny the material was, and both Amy and Holt just sparring it off. So, but it was just even better with Boyle just being there. It's so funny though, because obviously Boyle can have his moments where he can just be very, very where he can throw out innuendos and all of that, and it's like, for crying out loud. But I just really love the fact that he was trying to take the slow and steady approach. And then he was like, you know what I found? Oh, and slow and steady wins. And then Amy and Holt just upset him anyway. So yeah, it's just some of the moments where, like, you've got that glare when Holt and Amy criticized him for reading to relax and all of that, and then him just getting humbled, even though he was trying to take the, I wouldn't say moral high ground in regards to speed reading and all of that, but he was trying to teach a lesson. It's not always about speed. It's slow and steady wins the race. Have you never heard of that book before? It just doesn't work out for him though. So yeah, and at the end of the day, speed reading, yeah, insane though. 800 words per minute. I don't know if I could. Like, reading it, I guess that's I guess fair enough. But yeah, when it comes to writing, I could not do that. But obviously, that takes a bit more. So, but yeah, I also really am glad that they like this, because obviously I felt like this episode was going to obviously delve into the whole Debbie situation from the last episode. Like I said, it's not something that flies under the radar, does it? So yeah, but what I really loved was that they knew immediately. They like, I was thinking, come on, you guys got to pick this up at the beginning. And what I found funny was you thought Hitchcock nailed it. Yeah, you thought Hitchcock nailed it because he was being a creep. But everyone knew, like, she was too suspicious. Like, what was that act all about? Come on. So, yeah, I just, because they could have done something like, okay, we'll drag this out throughout the duration of the episode. So, yeah. And they just cut right to the chase, really. So, yeah. But, yeah. It was really, really ruthless, though, from Margaret as well, when obviously they came to that whole zoning situation. But I think it makes sense as well that Rosa reacted the way she did, and she was just telling Margaret to shut her mouth. Obviously, the family disowning situation is a big, like, obviously a couple of seasons ago we had a very important plot reveal, obviously, with Rosa's sexuality and how her mom was struggling to come to terms. Well, both her parents were, but her dad really came around a lot quicker than her mom. So, but obviously, it was a really, really sensitive. It was a really sensitive subject, understandably, with Rosa. So. I really, yeah, it was just really, great how Rosa, was able to convince, Debbie. So, yeah, obviously she had that little bit of exposition where, she kind of cracked when she was a bit younger, but, it was also very interesting how she was adverse to shedding a bit of sympathy, but obviously when her mom decided to go off on her, that really cracked her. Like I said, given Rosa's story, it was understandable. So, yeah. So it was just really really powerful where Rosa was just, convincing Debbie, but also sympathizing with her at the same time, because she understands that her life choices just came from bad parenting, essentially. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just really great stuff from Rosa to come out with that. So, great episode. So yeah, let's get into the next one. This be episode number 6.
It is ruined forever. I'm done with love. I'll never find anyone as. Oh my God!
There
Get
we
a
are.
load of the can on her. See it, dorks. I'm gonna get some.
Well, Hitchcock still sucks.
Yep, Hitchcock still sucks. On Brad.
Interesting.
Maybe we try this. The Jake way.
Eating
The
dinner
Jake
starting
way.
with dessert?
Well, that's one Jake way. The Jake way is a brand. It encompasses a whole lifestyle. So get ready, because this month we're making a baby the Jake way.
Okay,
my
I'm in.
goodness.
Sounds fun.
It's months. It's how they become familiar with the community they serve.
Well, surely you can make an exception for me.
I can't play favorites. You never did when you were in charge.
Of course I did.
Really? I never got any special treatment.
I think you can do the math here.
Oh my God.
Well, think
Wow.
of it this way. It's like, and make your brain pop. Pop, pop, pop,
Pop, pop.
What you're
Oh my
describing
God.
is an aneurysm.
It's official. I'm in love.
Jeez.
I just spent the night with his tooth.
What the hell? Why do you have that?
We were eating pizza and it fell out of her mouth.
Well, this is perfect.
What
We
the
can
fuck
use it
is
to find
happening?
it.
What do you mean?
We just have to try fitting that tooth into the mouth of every woman in New York City
No!
until we find the matching
No!
gum hole of your one true love.
Top of the copier, there's a headset. Put it on and get in the limo that's waiting out front.
Someone's gonna be like,
Love you.
Jake, are you okay?
Go.
Are you Amy?
Tell him yes.
Okay.
Hello. It's me.
Put down the drinks.
How did she not hear him?
Yeah, and now I have to take the syndicate down.
Oh my goodness. To be clear, by take down
Downtown?
the syndicate, you mean we're gonna
have sex.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I even got that.
What are those?
My guinea pig.
Number 2 is stuck on his back like a bug.
Oh, I'll handle this. Flip. Flip. Oh, I flipped the wrong clear.
Stop flipping guinea pigs and get him out of here!
I'll make him disappear, Lieutenant.
amazing, we're amazing, and it definitely worked.
Didn't work.
I knew it! I got bum nards!
Jake.
Right, gotta stay optimistic. We can do this.
If at first you don't succeed, remember what they say.
So, fully scheduled sex thing?
No, we're gonna go way more scheduled.
So even less fun.
Overscheduled.
This is a test and we're failing because we're not studying hard enough.
Or maybe this is just one of those tests that you can't study for.
Come on, we're going.
Sisyphus achieved happiness in that absurd repetition.
Any French philosophy post-Rousseau is essentially a magazine. You rube.
Oh, hey, bro, do you have the 6th Street kids?
That is great. Okay, now we just need to find a home for
They're
10
gonna
more.
disappear, aren't they? No.
Boy Claire got girl Claire pregnant, made a bunch of little baby Claires.
Oh, they're having sex again.
Oh my!
Claire!
Claire.
I gotta say, I'm loving.
Well, at least the thing is working for the Claires, right? Everyone's trying today.
Schedule. Also, no more video games because they cause stress and they raise your heart rate.
More stress than being a police officer?
Jake, I've seen you play Mario Party.
Wario cheats!
I mean, it's on brand, okay? Okay, it's on
I
brand.
know it
She's got a
isn't
point.
easy, but basal body temperature is optimal. Let's do this quickly.
Oh, Amy, I'm not some faucet you can just turn on and off. You gotta romance me. Faucet's on, let's
Faucet's on.
До свидания.
I love that.
A bag of pellets is your lunch?
Yep, it's the perfect food for the human man. Want some?
No!
Surprised. Well, it's not yoga, I guess. Oh my goodness. I love the time skip we're going on.
Off on the subway.
Let's just out and get it over with.
Oh my God.
It's becoming. Oh my god!
Yeah, good boy.
Is he gonna stop? There we go.
So exhausted.
Me too. But the doctor said that it could take a while.
I know. It's just, we're doing everything right, and it's still not working. What kind of perfect person do you have to be to get pregnant?
We're having a baby!
No fucking. No way!
Congratulations. The Amy way. Maybe it's time we tried it the Hitchcock way.
No!
What's the Hitchcock way? In every situation, make the worst possible decision.
Okay, what the hell?
If the
Nothing else is
Hitchcock way
working, let's
wins,
try
I
the
can't
Hitchcock way.
believe it.
All right, so first move, get hammered. Drink up.
Do you agree to shower Anna with the same love and kindness you've shown me these 30 wonderful years
Oh
together?
my god.
I do.
Hey, Terry didn't know this was gonna be so sweet.
This is
You'll
so
be now
sweet.
kissed or
This is
bride.
great. This is wonderful. Hey. The wedding.
Especially when you've been a captain for 6 years. The point is, marriage is a waste of my talents, Lieutenant.
Oh.
These are great.
Wow.
Really?
I also
What?
have a toast to make, Hitchcock. I always thought I was better
Oh,
than
no,
you
which
because
drink, Amy, is this?
I haven't been divorced.
Hey, I gotta go make a baby of my own, just like the baby inside of Anna.
Oh, wow.
Why is she
What?
saying this thing, Anna?
Oh, they kept it secret. Oh,
Some
no.
stupid Hitchcock-style sex.
Oh yeah, where are we going?
Nowhere.
Happy just to watch.
No, no, it's not
They're
happening.
really pissed that Anna's pregnant.
No, it's more complicated than that. Anna just called her entire family hypocrites.
Wait, you speak
Because he
Russian?
learned.
I guess I do. Says that Boris is not a good man. He's cheating on her sister. She knows because he's the real father of her baby.
What?
Oh.
Someone's
Those all your tiny little hands?
Oh my god! That's horrific! Oh, that'll get them sobered
the
up.
last one. We rounded up all the.
You taught me that.
I'm exhausted. And the universe keeps telling us that it doesn't want us to have a baby. The message couldn't be clearer.
The
so
universe
I'm
sucks.
done.
No.
Like, done for this month?
Done. Just done.
We'll find a way.
That kind of thing.
I know.
I really wanted to start a family.
Amy, we are a family, you and me. So, you know, we can keep trying or look into IVF or adoption.
Are they gonna get it on and this is gonna be the one?
Should we go?
Yes.
This is gonna be the one.
Nope.
Oh. Oh. oh, they did it again. They did a fake out again in terms of like the final scene, because you had because when Jake approached Rosa at the end of the last episode, I thought, given obviously what Rosa has felt with family abandonment, we were going to have a serious talk, because it's not the first time that Jake and Rose has had a very serious conversation where one's been very caring about... I mean, Jake was with Rosa for the whole coming out situation, and he was very supportive there, so... Yeah, and then, you know, they were talking about, oh, we can't let anyone know that Debbie kicked our asses, because that would be bad. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were going to get, you know, very emotional for a second there, but, yeah. And it's the same here. Like, we had this very, very, very powerful sitch with both Jake and Amy when it came to both of them talking about the fact that, you know, it was a very, very powerful situation when it came to them talking about trying to have a kid and it not working, and then they got intimate, and I was thinking, wait, what if this is going to be the one? And it's like, nope, still nothing. So they got us twice. They got us twice in a row. So that was, or at least they did for me. So yeah, but yeah. I just, yeah. I mean, it will happen, and because I do. I mean. I do have hope that it will happen, obviously, when it comes to Jake and Amy. So, yeah. And I just really loved how, you know, Jake was comforting Amy about the fact that, you know, we're still family at the end of the day. Amy, obviously, and you could see how exhausting it was getting when they went through months and months of trying. And, you know, ultimately Amy just was done, was tired. So... why is the universe such a prick, though? That's what I want to know, because, I mean, Amy talked about maybe the universe is trying to say this and that, and it's like, when it comes to my favorite ships, it's always on the universe. Fitzsimmons, for example, you know, the universe keeps tearing them apart. The universe gets the blame. And here we are right now, with the universe just being cruel. So... yeah. So the universe has a responsibility to play, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. So screw the universe. Yeah. Boy, that was a roller coaster episode though, wasn't it? Because I mean, I really loved how it all played out with obviously we had the whole drama with Hitchcock, because, you know, that was absurd. Like, we opened up... I really love how we did open up and closed out on the same bit with, you know, divorce, I guess. So, yeah. But, I mean, at least he's beating Ross Geller in terms of divorces, you could say, is Hitchcock. So, yeah. But, I just really, really, you know, loved how there was, like, this episode had a lot of sexual energy, I would say, because the guinea pigs were getting it on. 600 Claires. So, and then, of course, there was the whole fiasco in regards to Anna's, Anna's child, because obviously there was the idea, oh, Hitchcock got her pregnant, but there was a bit of a scandal going on there, so Hitchcock didn't get her pregnant. So yeah, and of course the main event, of course, was Jake and Amy trying to have a kid, just not happening. So yeah, but yeah, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of I guess you could say horny. Yeah, horniness going on in this episode, so yeah. Yeah, but I also really, really, I did appreciate the fact that they did have as we went through the months, we kind of saw how tiring it can be, when it came to Amy and Jake trying, and, well, not in terms of it was getting more, but how exhausting it can be, because obviously trying for a baby, it can be very I mean, not that I would know just yet, but I mean, it's something that me and my fiance have talked about. But it can be very like I imagine it can be very, because it's not exactly a simple procedure, like especially if you do have fertility problems. So as Jake might have alluded to, I guess you could, or Jake tried to deny. Amy alluded to it, like in the final scene, like, don't say it, and he was like, nah, I wasn't gonna say it, but, yeah, it was, great. It's great that we are following this story, because, it can be very, like, I mean, I do imagine that Amy's gonna get pregnant in the end of the season. So yeah, but it's not a situation where it's like, okay, well, we're pregnant, so like just like that. It can be very it can take some time, and yeah, and you do, there can be very difficult complications in regards to fertility problems. So it's not an instant situation where it came to Amy and Jake getting pregnant. It can take some time and all of that, and yeah. So I really did like how we did go over that, as well as the fact that it did combine with the whole with like how that whole situation, I guess, combined with other like tiring situations, like Holt and the whole Charles situation. But for Jake and Amy, I mean, obviously, I guess they have been sex positive in the past. Like, one of my favorite things is the fact that they are not shy about it whatsoever. Like, compared to, like, you wouldn't think that they, made a bet all that time ago in season 1, but they will just throw. They don't make it awkward whatsoever. They will just willingly throw innuendos at each other, and yeah. It's for some reason it's just it's just a great dynamic. One of the many great dynamics in their relationship. So yeah, but you can see how it was kind of taking a toll, and it's because they do want they do want this, but it can become very very crushing and devastating when it's just all for nothing shows up on the pregnancy test and all of that. So yeah, but like I said, how it correlates with other tiring subjects as well. Obviously not, well, the guinea pigs, obviously, there's a bit of an opposite direction going there, but it's still tiring because it's like, 600 guinea pigs? What the hell are we going to do? And it becomes very, very stressful at first. Oh, 2 guinea pigs, that's fine. Okay. Then you've got 600 and it's like, so, and of course you're going to have to keep this hidden from Terry, so yeah. How they did that in 6 months, though, holy damn! Because this episode, I love the fact that this episode went through the span of 6 months in one episode, and it wasn't exactly like a time skip from the last episode to this episode, but we got to see the months roll by. So yeah, and Holt was obviously, it was becoming very very tiring, with taking the same route, but at the same time as well with Holt's routine. I took a bit of I don't know, a bit of a positive with Holt's repetition, I guess you could say. And that's it though. Repetition can be good, but repetition, or at least trying in whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy, but it can be other things as well. It can be good, but it can also be very bad. So, and I know, like, I like a routine, pretty much 90% of the time, because, I know the game, I know this, I know the score basically of what I'm doing and all of that, and I always fear about mucking stuff up anyway. So, yeah, and something like recording and all of that, most days of the week, it's all well and good, because it's like, well, I know what I'm doing, and I know I'm doing this next week, and next week, and then next week. So yeah, and it's all well and good, of course. So yeah, but not even that. Like, I love to schedule my gym days as well, or just knowing which aisle to start at when it comes to shopping. My weekly shopping. I always know where to start. I always know where to end. So yeah. But obviously it's not for people, not for everyone, should I say? But sometimes repetition can be good, like in this episode with Holt, because he managed to discover a new, language that he was able to decipher with the little exchange between Anna and her mother. So yeah, but it was. It can provide some positives and all of that. So yeah, but I really loved how this episode went down. Like I said, the ending definitely got me by surprise, because I'm thinking this is where they're gonna like make a little twist, like, oh, we're actually pregnant and all of that. But I'm kind of glad that they didn't go that way, to be fair. Like, I mean, obviously, seeing, it was very, very sad. Well, it was sad that Jake and Amy kept getting negatives as the months rolled by. And obviously it's sad to end it that way as well. And like I said, I still believe that they will get pregnant. But that's not the point. I mean, sadly, because it's a real thing, really. There are some cases where, you can keep trying and trying and trying, and it will just fall to nothing. Because of, certain, experiences, like with fertility problems. So, yeah, sadly, not everyone's going to get that, like, chance to experience pregnancy if they want to. And it is a sad subject, because, there are going to be, because, yeah, there are options out there, obviously, but, it can be very, very, sad if you do want to become parents and all of that. And, yeah, it's just not working out the way it has to. So, yeah. But like I said, they did get me, because, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, they're getting passionate, etc., and they're going to do it. And this is where they're going to, spring it. But, I kind of found it, like doing 2 episodes a week as well, and getting bamboozled with the last episode, and the ending, because like I said, I thought Rosa and Jake were gonna have a bit of a heart-to-heart there, but yeah, with this it kind of bamboozled me as well. But obviously there's a bit more of a somber tone there, whereas with the last episode it was more funny. We can't tell Debbie about this, or we can't tell anyone about what Debbie did, should I say. Can't tell Debbie anything because she's locked away for 10 years, but yeah, there's a bit more of a somber atmosphere here. I mean, like I said, I do have hope, and I do believe that Amy will be pregnant, but it could be a situation where she might not get pregnant by the end of the season, and they might, it might. I mean, with Jake and Amy, I feel like there's a part of my head that's like, okay, well, they are gonna get pregnant, but again, it's a situation where sadly, not every parent, or not everyone who wants to be a parent, should I say, can get pregnant, and yeah. So, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. Like I said, there is a side of me that that feels like it will happen, but we'll just have to wait and see, because, yeah, like I said, sadly, it's the case that some people who want to get pregnant just, yeah. So, yeah, but, yeah, like I said, I am kind of glad that they're not, you know, going the cliched or the obvious route, I guess you could say, with that ending, because I think that would have been the case, and that's why, you know, it's really, you know, really, really great, because not only is it, you know, being honest about the difficulties of trying to get pregnant, I guess, but also it can subvert expectations and all of that, and it's not going the cliched direction. So yeah, but yeah. But overall, this was great stuff, this episode. Yeah. At the end of the day, like I said, fingers crossed for Jake and Amy. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see what will happen. So, but yeah, these 2 episodes were pretty neat. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!